Oxidation state. Now, what is the meaning of oxidation state? Oxidation state is the effective charge. It is the effective charge exhibited by a particular atom in a compound. All right. It is often called as oxidation number also. Okay. So let us see how we can calculate the oxidation state of a particular element present in a compound. The first example that I am taking here is KMnO4, potassium permanganate, which you know is a violet colored compound. Now, for example, I say in KMnO4, I need to calculate the oxidation state of manganese, of the atom manganese. Potassium permanganate is made up of potassium, manganese and oxygen atoms. There is only one atom of potassium, one atom of manganese and 4 atoms of oxygen. Now I want to calculate the oxidation state of manganese atom in this particular compound. So how I am going to calculate that? We know so far the electronic configuration that you have done in up till class 10th. For potassium it is 2881. All right. So how does potassium become stable? It loses an electron from the outermost shell and acquires a +1 charge. Okay, so the charge exhibited by potassium metal by the potassium atom is +1, and you also know it lies in the first group of the periodic table and it exhibits a charge of +1. All right. Okay, it has got a valency of 1. You know that. Oxygen. Similarly, the electronic configuration of oxygen that you've done so far is 2,6. And how does this become stable? By adding on 2 electrons in the last shell, thus acquiring a -2 charge. Okay, over the oxide ion, you always have a -2 charge. So oxygen exhibits a charge of -2. Now, I do not know what is the charge, what is the oxidation state of manganese in this particular compound, which I need to calculate. Okay, let us see how we can calculate that. Let me sum up all the charges present in this particular molecule. I have potassium atom with a +1 charge. Then I add the charge of manganese to it, which we have taken as X. And then I add the charge of oxygen to it, which is -2. But there is not just one oxygen atom. There are 4 oxygen atoms present in this compound. So this 2 will be multiplied by 4. The total charge, the whole charge, the net charge present on this particular molecule is 0. Why? Because we know that KMnO4 is an electrically neutral molecule. I have not written any charge over this whole molecule here. That means what? That the net charge, the total charge on this molecule is 0. So when I sum up these charges, I get it equal to, I equate it to 0. All right. So this is my final equation. 1 plus x minus 8 is equal to 0. Hence, x will be equal to +7. So that means what? That manganese in this particular compound exhibits a charge and oxidation state of +7. So the oxidation state of manganese in potassium permanganate will be +7. Let us move to the next example, potassium manganate. Now, potassium permanganate is a violet colored compound, while potassium manganate is a green colored compound. Okay, the formula is K2MnO4. Again, if I ask you to calculate the oxidation state of manganese in potassium manganate, again, I will let the oxidation state of manganese as X. This I know is +1. Potassium exhibits a charge of +1 and oxygen -2. Okay, let us sum up these charges and make the final equation. Okay, potassium. One potassium atom exhibits a charge of +1. But how many potassium atoms are present here? There are 2 potassium atoms present here. So I will multiply this by 2. +1 will be multiplied by 2 plus x and then -2 into 4. Again, this is an electrically neutral compound. There is no net charge present on this compound, so it will be equated to 0. All right. Now +1 into 2 becomes +2 plus x minus 8 is equal to 0. So X comes out to be equal to plus 6. So manganese in this molecule of potassium magnate exhibits an oxidation state of plus 6. Let's move to the next example, potassium chlorate. Now, if I ask you to calculate the oxidation state of chlorine present in potassium chlorate, how you will calculate it? Potassium will exhibit an oxidation state of plus 1. Let me consider chlorine as X and minus 2 over oxygen. So my net equation will be plus 1 plus X minus 2. How many oxygens are there? 3. Is equal to 0. Why equal to 0? Because this is again an electrically neutral molecule. So this will be 1 plus X minus 6 is equal to 0. So X will be equal to plus 5. So that means what? That chlorine exhibits an oxidation state of plus 5 in this molecule. Similarly, sulfuric acid. Alright, now I want you to calculate the oxidation state of sulfur in this molecule. Now you know that hydrogen, it loses one electron and acquires an oxidation state of plus 1. We've already covered this in detail in class 9th and 10th. Oxygen minus 2. Okay, so the equation will be, and this is again an electrically neutral molecule. There is no charge, no net charge present on H2SO4 as a whole. Alright, so the sum of charges will be plus 1. And how many hydrogens are present? 2 hydrogens are present. So plus 1 will be multiplied by 2. Alright, plus X, let me put this in brackets, plus minus 2. And how many oxygens are there? 4. So 4 multiplied by minus 2 is equal to 0. So it will be 2 plus X minus 8 is equal to 0. So X will be equal to plus 6. So sulfur exhibits an oxidation state of plus 6 in H2SO4 in sulfuric acid. The next example that we have is potassium dichromate. You are again familiar with this compound. In class 10th you must have heard about it, potassium dichromate, which is a very good oxidizing agent. Now this is an orange colored compound. Alright, okay, now the formula is K2Cr2O7. This is potassium, this is chromium, and this is oxygen. Alright, Cr is chromium. Okay, now in this compound, in this molecule, if I ask you to calculate the oxidation state of chromium, I will let it as X. Okay, now potassium, we've already discussed this. It exhibits a charge of plus 1 and oxygen minus 2. So my equation will be plus 1 into 2, because there are 2 potassium atoms, so it will be plus 2. I am directly writing it. Plus 1 into 2 will be equal to plus 2. Okay, then X into 2. Alright, we have considered, we have assumed the oxidation state of one chromium atom as X. So for 2 chromium atoms it will be 2X. Alright, so for 1 oxygen atom, similarly it is minus 2. So for 7 oxygen atoms it will be minus 14. 2 into 7, 14, and a net charge of 0, because this is again an electrically neutral compound. There is no charge present over it. Alright, so how we are going to calculate that? This will be 2X is equal to 14 minus 2. So 2X will be equal to 12, and hence X will be equal to plus 6. So that means what? That chromium exhibits an oxidation state of plus 6 in potassium dichromate. Then we have potassium chromate, which is a yellow colored salt, which is a yellow colored compound. Again, let us calculate the oxidation state of chromium in this compound. Let it as X. Okay, so this will be +1 and this will be -2. So how we are going to make the equation? The equation will be +1 into 2 +2. Then there's only one chromium atom, so I write +X. Then -2 into 4 -8 is equal to 0. Again, an electrically neutral compound. So this will be equal to X 8 minus 2. So X will be +6. Alright. So chromium exhibits a charge of +6 in potassium chromate as well. The next example that we have is of hydrogen peroxide. Alright, till now we have been discussing the oxide ion. Now this is not the oxide ion present in this molecule H2O2. It is the peroxide ion. What is oxide ion? Oxide we have already done is O2 minus. We have already done this in class 9th and 10th. Peroxide is a polyatomic ion. Alright, oxide is a monoatomic ion, while peroxide is a polyatomic ion which consists of 2 oxygen atoms. So O2 molecule is exhibiting a charge of 2 minus. So this is your peroxide ion. Alright, okay. So in this molecule, if I ask you to calculate the oxidation state of hydrogen, so I let it as X. The oxidation state over this peroxide ion is -2. This is not the oxide ion, I am repeating. This is the peroxide ion. Alright, so the oxidation state present on this whole O2 is -2. On this whole O2. Alright, not on one single oxygen atom like in oxide. It is present over this whole O2 molecule. Okay, so what my equation is going to be? X multiplied by 2, I get 2x. Now I will directly write -2 here. Why? Because over this whole O2 molecule, I have 2 minus charge. Is equal to 0 because it is an electrically neutral molecule. So you get X is equal to +1. Alright, so hydrogen, it exhibits a charge of +1. It exhibits an oxidation state of +1 in hydrogen peroxide molecule. Now potassium superoxide. Alright, just like oxide is O2 minus, oxide is O2 minus, peroxide is O2 2 minus, superoxide is O2 minus. That means over this whole O2 you have only -1 charge. Alright, so potassium superoxide, I ask you to calculate the charge of potassium, the oxidation state of potassium here. Alright, over this whole O2 I have -1 charge as written here. So my equation will be X minus 1 is equal to 0 because this is again an electrically neutral compound. So X will be equal to +1. So potassium exhibits a charge of +1 in this compound. Alright. Then we have sulfurous acid. Just like H2SO4 is called as sulfuric acid, H2SO3 is called as sulfurous acid. So we had just calculated the oxidation state of sulfur in H2SO4. Now let us calculate it in H2SO3. Alright. Okay. So this is +1. You know hydrogen exhibits +1, oxygen exhibits -2, 2 minus. So my equation will be +1 into 2 will be +2. There's only one sulfur, so +X, and -2 into 3 will be -6, which is equal to 0 because again it is it has a net charge of 0. Alright, so this will be X is equal to 6 minus 2. So X will exhibit a charge of +4 in this particular molecule. +4. So till now we have been considering all the electrically neutral molecules which have no net charge on them. Now let us consider some of the polyatomic ions and let us see how we can calculate the oxidation states in polyatomic ions, alright, which are not electrically neutral as a whole. Alright, Now the phosphate ion, you already know the formula of this ion. You've done this in class 9th and 10th. PO4 3 minus. Now what is this 3 minus here? 3 minus is the net charge, the overall charge present over these atoms. This is the net charge, the total charge. Alright, just like in the previous molecules that we have done so far, we had a net charge of 0 because we were not writing any charge. For example, in KMNO4, I am not writing any charge here. Alright, so this is an electrically neutral molecule having a net charge of 0. But in this chemical species, I am writing something here. So this is the total charge over the whole thing, over the whole chemical species. Alright, so if I ask you to calculate the oxidation state of phosphorus P in this polyatomic ion, how you are going to calculate this? You know, over oxygen you have a -2 charge, and we let the charge, the oxidation state of phosphorus as X. So my equation will be X, because there is only one phosphorus atom. There are 4 oxygen atoms and each oxygen atom is carrying a -2 charge. So total will be -2 into 4, which is -8, is equal to, what is the net charge? The total charge here, -3. Alright. So X minus 8 will be equal to -3. So X will be equal to 8 minus 3, which is +5. So that means in the phosphate ion, phosphorus exhibits a charge and oxidation state of +5. Similarly for this thing, sulfate ion, SO4 2 minus. Now the net charge over the sulfate ion is -2. This is your total charge, the net charge. If I want to calculate the oxidation state of sulfur, I let this as X, and over oxygen I have -2. So my equation will be X minus -2 into 4 -8 is equal to net charge -2. So it will be X is equal to 8 minus 2, which is equal to +6. Alright, so sulfur exhibits a charge of +6 in this molecule. It has an oxidation state of +6 in sulfate, in this polyatomic ion sulfate. In the polyatomic ion sulfate, sulfur exhibits an oxidation state of +6. Alright, now coming to the carbonate ion. Let us calculate the oxidation state of carbon. Let it as X, and this is -2. Alright, so your equation will be X minus -2 into 3 will be -6, and net charge is -2. Net charge over carbonate ion is -2. Alright, so X will be equal to +4. So the oxidation state of carbon in carbonate ion is, coming to the next example, permanganate ion. Alright, MnO4 minus. So the net charge over permanganate ion is -1. So if I have to calculate the oxidation state of manganese in permanganate ion, it will be, I will assume this as X, and then for oxygen it will be -2. Alright, so my equation will be X minus -2 into 4 is -8 is equal to the net charge -1. So X will be equal to +7. Alright, that means in MnO4 minus, in the permanganate ion, manganese exhibits an oxidation state of +7. Now why we write the formula of potassium permanganate as KMnO4? We know that there is +1 charge present over one potassium atom, and over this whole thing we have -1 charge. This +1 and -1, they cancel out, giving a net charge of 0, and hence an electrically neutral KMnO4. Alright, okay, Coming to the next example, manganate ion. Now manganate ion has a charge, a net charge of -2 over it. Net charge of -2 present over it. So if I calculate the oxidation state of manganese in the manganate ion, I will assume this as X and this will be -2. So my net equation will be X minus 8 is equal to -2. So X will be equal to +6. So manganese, it exhibits an oxidation state of +6 in the manganate ion. Just like we saw the example of KMnO4 here, let us consider potassium manganate. Now the formula of potassium permanganate is KMnO4, while the formula of potassium manganate is K2MnO4. Why is this happening here? Because the charge over this whole thing, over this group of atoms, is -2. So to neutralize this charge, to neutralize this -2, I will be needing a +2 here. Alright, so if I do not have two potassium atoms over here, if I have just one potassium atom over here, so one potassium atom will exhibit a charge of +1, right? So +1 and -2 will not be able to neutralize each other. So we need two potassium atoms. Two potassium atoms will give a total charge of +2 on potassium. Alright, one potassium atom is having +1 charge. So two potassium atoms will give us a charge of +2, which we need to neutralize -2. So now it will give you a 0 net charge and hence an electrically neutral K2MnO4. Coming to the next example of dichromate ion. Now I wish to calculate the oxidation state of chromium in this polyatomic ion. So let me consider this as X and over oxygen we have -2. So my equation will be X into 2. 2X minus 14 is equal to -2. So 2X will be equal to +12 and X will be equal to +6. So chromium will have an oxidation state of +6 in the dichromate ion. The last example, chromate ion. Again I am calculating the oxidation state of chromium in the chromate ion. So I assume this as X and over oxygen I have -2. Alright, and the net charge is 2 -2. So chromium X minus -2 into 4 will be -8 is equal to the net charge -2. So X will be equal to +6. Alright, so just like in dichromate ion, in chromate ion also chromium is having an oxidation state of +6. Now in a chemical reaction, if the oxidation state of any atom, any element is increased, then it is said to be oxidized, and if the oxidation state of any element is decreased, it is said to be reduced. Alright, let us understand this with the help of an example. In this equation, in the formation of NaCl, sodium chloride, sodium here is in its elemental, in its atomic form, so it will have an oxidation state of 0. Now all these molecules, these diatomic molecules like O2, H2, Cl2, N2, in these molecules the oxidation state of atoms is equal to 0. Alright, so here Cl2 molecule, in the Cl2 molecule, Cl will have an oxidation state of 0. Alright, but in the sodium chloride molecule, we know this is an ionic compound, and we have already covered the formation of ionic compounds in class 10, that sodium exhibits a charge of +1 while chlorine exhibits a charge of -1, which cancel out, giving you a net charge of 0. So from left to right, if I check for sodium, sodium is moving from 0 charge to +1 charge. On the left, sodium is exhibiting 0 charge, no charge, while on the right it is having +1 charge. 0 to +1 is an increase, so I will say that sodium is oxidized in this chemical reaction. Let us see for chlorine. It is moving from 0 to -1. 0 to -1 is a decrease. So I will say that chlorine is reduced in this particular reaction.